Hey guys, Mike Slane, the discount property investor here in my office. Wanted to share a quick case study with you guys on the BRRRR method. This is one that we picked up and added to our rental portfolio using little of our own money. That's basically what the BRRRR method allows you to do. You're able to buy a property using someone else's money, using a hard money lender or a private lender. You rehab the property, so you add some value, you create some value in it, and then you refinance that property. This is getting to that third R. You're refinancing the property with a bank, a long-term lender that pays off that private money loan, and hopefully it allows you to control an asset. You now own it with little to no of your own money in it. Next step, rent it out and cash flow on it. So that is the BRRRR method in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and jump into our case study here. This was our, I think it was our fifth or sixth property that we started doing this on when we started picking up some steam. This is 1632 Lang home. Here's a couple of the before photos of this property. You can see it's a nice little house. This was, I believe, 4 bedrooms and 2 baths, so a little bit bigger than our normal house. Had a 2-car attached garage as well. You can see the kitchen. Again, it's structurally, it's in decent shape. Everything looks okay, but again, just a little bit older. So we were going to go ahead and get this one looking pretty. So let's see what we did here. We bought it back in November 2017 for $79,000, and we used a private lender. At the time, we were estimating approximately 45 days to rehab and 45 days to refinance, or about 90 days for the whole project. And we usually came in pretty close to about 90 days. Our estimated repair budget, we were looking at about $15,000 in repairs, and we expected the property to be worth about $120,000 when we were done, and to get at least $1,200 a month in rent. So we bought it for $79,000. We figured we'd spend $15,000, we'd be into it for about $95,000. So 120 value, multiply that by 0.8, we should have gotten most of our money back out when we refinanced it, or 80% loan to value there. Next up, what were we going to do with the rehab? Well, this one, we wanted to make it pretty because it was already in good shape. So it was mostly a cosmetic flip. We saved the kitchen cabinets. Again, we didn't paint them because they were really clean. We just put some new hardware on there. Wanted to put new floors in there to go from the kitchen all the way through the living and space, because this was kind of a little bit more modern, open concept house. Then we wanted to just fluff up the bathrooms and clean, paint, and just bring everything else up to code. That's our general MO. So here's some of the after pictures. You can see that kitchen, and what I was mentioning is the flooring. We just have continuous flooring all the way throughout into that kitchen. It just looks beautiful with new appliances. We cleaned, and I think we may have buffed them up, the cabinets, and added some poly. That's relatively inexpensive. Get a gallon of poly and add it on there. Again, we only do those when those are really clean cabinets like that. So again, this is pretty much what everything looked like when it was finished. Very nice little rental. But let's see how we did. This is the important part. We spent $20,786 on the repairs, so we were into this property for $102,998. So $103,000 we're into this property at this point. We were able to rent it for $1,250 a month, and if you'll see at the third one, we were able to get it appraised for $130,000. So luckily, we came in a little bit high on our appraisal, and when we refinanced 80% out, gave us about $104,000. So that paid for most of the closing costs. We were into this one for very little money, and that allows us an equity capture or an added value of $27,000 that we created by doing the rehab to this property. So this is our BRRRR on Lang home. Ended up being a great project for us. That is what we've got there.